Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Nikki Jones and I'm here today to just remind people to believe in themselves and to give you five ways to not be used. I'm going to look through my book as I'm reading this, but then we're going to have a talk about it, okay? Right, number one. Believe patterns, not apologies. When somebody does something and they say, "Oh, babe, I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Babe, I didn't mean that. I was only joking. Babe, come on." Watch the pattern. Watch the pattern and pay attention. Number two. Don't fall in love with potential. Fall in love with yourself first. Fall in love with yourself first. Put your hand on your heart and tell yourself, I love me. If you can't do that, you don't truly love yourself. 3. Believe all red flags, all of them. If you get a red flag, now a red flag is something when, say you see somebody said, this person says to you, I can't live without you. That's a red flag. I'm out of here. I'm gone. When somebody says to you, I've texted you, why didn't you text me back? That is an insecure person and they want you to make them feel better. So, no. Pay attention to them red flags. Somebody does something that upsets you and they think saying sorry is going to cut it. It's not, is it? You want to see actions, not words. Actions. It's black and white, really. Once that relationship goes toxic, there is no going back. You can never feel the same way about that person. Never again will you feel the same way about that person. It's become toxic, and then you start feeling a grudge. You start feeling resentment. You start feeling behind their back. I'd stand behind their back and be like, "You wanker! I fucking hate you." Or instead of saying it, I just want to do it under my breath. And it never got me anywhere. I suppressed everything. I suppressed it. Now I'm like, rah, rah. But I don't like being like, rah. But people don't walk all over me anymore. And there's a difference. Right, number 4, know your worth. You know, if you don't know your worth, how does anybody else know your worth? Your worth, thousand trillion, your billions of nothing. You're infinite. You're amazing. Everybody is here for a reason. We're all here. We're all here for a reason. It's find your purpose. Find who you are. Love who you are. Believe in who you are. If you don't have this passion for yourself, then why will anyone else have it? I learned this on a very, very deep level. I learned it. I learned how to avoid arguments. I learned to walk on eggshells. I learned to be on my highest defense all the time. I never did that. I never said that. No, it's not true. Bombarded by text messages. Have time away from people. Have time for yourself. Go and take yourself a nice hot bath. If you've got family and you want time out, go and have a nice hot bath. Put some headphones on. Listen to some relaxing music. Do something that you love. Life's precious. Life's so precious. And yet we don't value ourselves, and we don't live a full life because we've always got something to moan about. We've got, our jeans are too tight, our skirts are too tight, our shoes hurt our feet. We wish our hair was darker, lighter, like that person, like that person's. We live in this material world, and everybody wants to compete with the other person. Everybody wants to be better. Everybody wants to look better than the other person's. People were trying to capture people's attention with all their gains and all their glory. Life's not about that. Life's about how you feel on the inside, not about how everybody else is feeling about you. And that's a valid lesson that I learned, because I worried so much about what everybody else was thinking about me instead of worrying about what I felt. Until you get to the stage of knowing who you are and knowing how you feel inside, then you can't give yourself time to heal from relationships. Don't do that where you go from one relationship to another relationship, because you just begin to get to know somebody really after the first first few weeks, and you need to have had an argument before you go moving in with somebody, because if you can't tolerate their temper or the way that they come out at you, then your relationship's not going to work. For me, I wouldn't want somebody that was going to swear and shout at me. If they're going to swear and shout at me and not let me speak and everything else, they're not for me. They're toxic. That's what I've had to learn. Somebody that's toxic is usually somebody with lots of problems inside them. They've had a bad childhood, and they've had, they've got personality defects because of things that have happened through their life. So number 5, which is I think one of the most important things to always remember, is to never lower your standards. Reach for the stars. Don't go, just because that he's available, then I'll just have him or her. It should be you love that person through and through, and you love everything about them, because when you're with somebody and you're telling them that you love them and you love everything about them, and then the next sort of couple of months later you're throwing that in their face, something that they've told you, something that you've obviously got hurt about, and it comes out in an argument. That's bad communication, guys. You really need to make sure that you're communicating with each other, and make sure you have a date night as well. I think I should become a relationship coach or something, but these are just things that I'm learning them about myself, and that how I value myself today, and it's great from where I'm sitting. It's great. I love my own space. I love my own company, and I've become so creative. My house has become so beautiful, and thank you for listening. And I don't know what I'm going to call this video, but I'll give it a go. And this was my 3rd video tonight, because there was always something that went wrong, so I hope this one's going to be worth it. Like we all are. Worth it. Remember that. Stick to them 5 rules. Write them out. Stick them on a bit of paper. In fact, I'll put it as my thumbnail. So the picture, screenshot the picture and put it on your screensaver on your phone, and look at it every day, and remind yourself every day to value yourself, to believe in yourself, and to just remind yourself that only you can really make you happy, nobody else. We are the ones that look at yourself and make yourself happy, and then don't look to somebody else to make you happy. Be happy. Keep smiling. You're beautiful when you smile. Alright? Thank you for listening. Sorry. Love. Light and peace to you all. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe down below if you can, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.